Let me ask you something, and I need you to sit with it for a real moment. What if everything you have been wanting, the money, the respect, the freedom, the life that actually feels like yours, is not being withheld from you by the economy, by your circumstances, or by the people who got a better starting position than you did? What if the only thing standing between where you are right now and everything you have been describing to yourself in your most honest private moments is the quality of what is happening inside your own head? Write it down, not as a casual journaling exercise, but as a binding contract between you and the direction your life is going to take. Your goals must be as specific and as executable as an architectural blueprint, because clarity is not just a nice mental quality to have. Clarity is the fuel that powers intention, and intention is the first active mechanism of attraction. Think about it from the most practical angle available. The second principle is aligning your thinking with the success you are pursuing. And this one is going to require honesty that is uncomfortable but necessary. Here is the truth that most people spend years circling around without fully landing on. You do not get what you want. You get what you genuinely believe. If the deepest layer of your internal world carries the conviction that you are not the kind of person who succeeds at the level you say you want to reach, then no amount of external effort will override that programming. Every thought you think is an instruction delivered to the most powerful executive processing system available to you, your subconscious mind. Fill it with self-doubt, and it will manufacture the obstacles that doubt predicts. Fill it with a genuine and sustained expectation of your own success, and it will begin producing the orientation toward opportunity that your commitment requires. Think about every person who has built something genuinely worth building. None of them got there by doubting themselves into readiness. Every morning before the day's demands take over, close your eyes and place yourself inside the life you are committed to building, not as a spectator watching it from a comfortable distance, but as the person actually living it. If the goal is a business you are building, put yourself inside that business. Feel the texture of the day. Hear the specific quality of the conversations. Experience the concrete, physical sensation of the results you are working toward. Gratitude is the most direct and accessible mechanism available for shifting that configuration. It does not require perfect circumstances. It does not require that the problems you are facing be resolved first. It requires only the deliberate decision to locate, acknowledge, and genuinely appreciate what is already present and working in your life, even while you are seriously committed to building more. Visualization without action is an elaborate form of stalling. The people who achieve the results that other people only dream about are not distinguished by the superior quality of their imagination. They are distinguished by their willingness to move toward the imagined outcome before they have certainty about how it will unfold. They take risks. They step into the discomfort of uncertainty. They keep executing after the initial momentum of inspiration has faded, and all that is left is the discipline to continue. Conduct an honest audit of your immediate environment. The people you spend the most time with, are they operating from an orientation toward growth, possibility, and accountability? Or are they most consistently expressing the perspectives of people who have settled for less than their capability and developed a comfortable relationship with the reasons why? The content you consume daily, is it expanding your understanding of what is possible and how to move toward it? Every person who has built something genuinely significant in this world shared a single quality that made everything else they did meaningful. They believed in the direction of their work before the world had given them external validation for doing so. They were not without doubt. They were not immune to fear. What distinguished them was their refusal to allow doubt and fear to function as authorities over their decisions. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times in the specific process of developing the light bulb. The eighth principle is learning to let go while staying in motion. And this is the paradox that trips up almost everyone who takes the law of attraction seriously for the first time. You must desire the outcome with enough genuine commitment to sustain the work it requires over the full arc of the timeline it demands. And you must simultaneously release the desperate grip on the when and the how that desperation produces. because desperation sends a signal. Success is not the property of the people who never failed. It is the property of the people who refuse to let failure write the final sentence of their story. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a mandatory feature of the path towards it. Every failure you encounter is telling you something specific and useful about what telling you something specific and useful about what the next attempt requires. Edison did not fail 10,000 times and keep going because he enjoyed failing. Giving does not mean giving without boundaries or giving in ways that deplete you beyond your ability to continue contributing. It means adding genuine value wherever you have the capacity to do so, sharing what you know with people who need it, offering support to people who are in the position you have already navigated, using the specific skills and perspectives you have developed in ways that make the world around you incrementally better. When you become a consistent source of real value, people are drawn to you naturally.